Jai Gurudev, and thank you for listening into this. I appreciate your time. And so let me begin by saying I was asked what is Kriya Yoga and chakra energy and why was Yoga I Am set up 3 years ago. I decided after a long journey of over 20 years that I actually wanted to help people to find inner resilience and courage and inner strength and wellness in all its aspects from both mind, body and spirit. And I do that through yoga, meditation, energy and personal development, all encompassed as one training known as Kriya Yoga and Chakra Energy. And Yoga I Am was created with that in mind. And it was only last year that we created the Kriya Yoga Teachers Training, which is Yoga Alliance accredited and non-cult, non-organizational, and yet with all those benefits of mind, body and spirit, wellness, from the lineage of Babaji in the Himalayas and together with the Western accreditation. So my journey actually started way before then, 20 years ago in fact, when my own mother was in a hospital bed in London, South Kensington in fact, where we're holding our at Evolve Wellness introduction to part-time Kriya Yoga and Chakra Energy on the 28th of April. Back then, my mother was in a flagship cancer hospital known as the Royal Marsden. And so I would suggest to my mother and sit by her bedside of all the various ways of managing her cancer, which she had of the tongue, which spread very rapidly and was diagnosed as terminal, from which she could not speak or eat or walk. And yet, in spite of that, she was courageous, gracious, loving, kind, compassionate, and all those qualities that one strives for, and yet one finds hard when the going gets tough and the challenges are there and we're in the depth of that chaos in our lives. In those moments when we need it the most, we don't have that inner resilience, that inner strength, that inner calmness of mind and compassion for ourselves and for others. So it was in that moment, watching her gradually die in front of my eyes, that I saw this incredible human being. That was my mother. I mean, she was incredible in any case, but even more so. And from there, I just watched in total daze and amazement, like here I am, a professional person, having gone to the best universities and the best organizations and made a wad of money in a pretty comfortable lifestyle. And yet I didn't have these qualities. How strange. Anyway, so she died 6 months later, and I packed my job, got divorced, and decided I wanted to find whatever this inner resilience, this inner courage was, and so off I went, traveled around the world, to India, to Nepal, to Israel, to Tibet, Thailand, everywhere. Learning, growing, evolving, yoga, meditation, energy healing, you name it, I must have tried it. Only to come back 20 years later to London again. Not ever thinking I was going to teach this, I did it for myself and realized, there's some benefit here for other people, that they don't have to take time out of their lives to do what I did, and perhaps they could benefit from this. And so I created Yoga I Am for this purpose. I never even intended to actually create a yoga teachers training program until I realized that the depth of the teaching that was being delivered was either cult or ashram or gurudom, and I wanted something that was widely accessible and yet transformational and yet had the lineage of the Himalayan masters. And so hence I created the Kriya Yoga and Chakra Energy Teachers Training. And we also offer this to students who don't wish to be teachers as 6 days or over online, a program of 1 hour each as well. So, and we're having a call about this, a webinar call. If you want to come along, it's on the 11th of April and on the 13th of April at 11 a.m. if you can't make it in the evening, and then in the evening at 6 o'clock on the 13th. And also you can WhatsApp me or email me and have a chat. I'd love to talk to you about this and see how we can get your life into that inner resilience and calmness and inner joy. Jai Gurudev, and thank you for listening.